Hello and welcome to the first installment of Digital Emotions. My name is Jonas Schöne and today we're talking about one of many reasons for political division in the US. The extreme levels of political segregation in the US today present a major social challenge. Political segregation reduces the interaction between group members, therefore contributing to polarization and intergroup hostility. This essentially undermines effective governance. Previous work has focused mainly on one key driver of segregation, namely political homophily. Homophily can be roughly translated from two ancient Greek words, homo, which means similar, and phili, love, which basically means liking similar people. Political homophily can therefore be defined as the tendency to affiliate with others with similar political views. Political homophily results in the formation of echo chambers of like-minded people who rarely interact across political lines. But does homophily alone drive individuals' decision about who to affiliate with in political contexts? In this video, we will talk about an additional process that shapes our decision of who do we like to follow and listen to. We call this process political acrophily, from the ancient Greek words acro and phily, which can be translated as extreme loving. Political acrophily can be defined as the tendency to prefer and affiliate with others who represent more extreme political views in the direction of your own political leaning. To illustrate both ideas, imagine there is a current political debate, and opinions about this debate, as usual, range from extremely conservative to extremely liberal. Let's say there are 10 responses in equal distance to each other. One of those opinions is yours. Who would you choose to listen to according to these different ideas? If you decide to use a homophily strategy to select who you want to listen to, you would select people with the most similar view, regardless of whether or not they are more or less extreme. It only matters that they are the closest to your own opinion. Alternatively, we could use an acrophily strategy. If we do this, we would only pick people who are in the same direction as us, but more extreme than our own political opinion. Of course, we could also combine both strategies, which basically means we would pick people that are like us, but on a little bit more extreme side. To test which of these strategies people are actually using, we conducted the following experiment. In this experiment, participants were first seeing pictures of police brutality. We then asked them to write in a few words how they were feeling about the situation, similar to what they would write on a social media post. After writing their own reaction, we asked them how they were feeling on a scale from 1, no emotions, to 9, a lot of emotions. After they have rated how they felt about the picture, they were seeing 6 responses to the same picture, each accompanied by a name as well as a text and a rating of this person. And participants were asked to select 3 of these people that they would like to see in the next trial. And if we would follow a homophily strategy, we would select the 7, the 8, and the 6 as these were closest to our own selection. If we now check the results and compare how liberals and conservatives were developing over time in their selection choice, we found that conservatives, right from the beginning, decided to select other conservative people that were more extreme than themselves. For liberals, the findings were a little bit more complicated. In the beginning, liberals decided to actually choose more conservatives in their selection before then following the same trend as the conservatives by selecting people that were more extreme in the liberal direction than themselves. Our findings seem to support that people use a mix between homophily and acrophily to select their ties. This is true for both liberals as well as conservatives. This, of course, raises the question why. Why do people choose others who are more extreme than themselves? One potential reason why people choose to surround themselves with more extreme views is that when they try to select in-group members, they might overestimate how extreme their in-group actually thinks. If you think about the most prototypical member of your party, who would come to mind? When we asked conservatives how extreme a prototypical member of their group is, they would usually say that they are more extreme than themselves. The same was true if we look at the liberals. This can explain why people tend to choose others who are more extreme than themselves, because people try to surround themselves with people that represent the views of their own group. But since they think that the most representative person of this group is more extreme than themselves, they consequently choose people who are on the more extreme side, consequently leading to acrophily. To summarize what we found, we show that participants tend to keep ties whose ratings reflect a preference towards more extreme views, and our findings have important implications for understanding political segregation. If people's tie selection is affected by acrophily in addition to homophily, we should assume that segregation occurs at a faster rate and leads to more extreme outcomes than would otherwise be expected. People gradually drift apart in their political affiliations over time due to this selection process. First, people select others who are slightly more extreme than themselves, which shifts the average of the group into a more extreme direction. The next people will then have more extreme people to choose from, which further perpetuates this cycle. As this is the first video, we are really happy about any kind of feedback that you can give us. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out on any of these shown social media accounts or emails. The link to the paper can be found in the description or by scanning this QR code. Thanks for watching.